Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're diving into something you've probably seen in your grocery store a million times, but maybe never thought twice about. Cabbage. Yeah, that humble, kind of boring-looking vegetable that's dirt cheap and sits in the produce section, looking like it has no personality whatsoever. But here's the thing, what happens inside your body? When you eat cabbage is actually pretty wild. And the science behind it might make you look at this vegetable completely differently. Let me be honest with you. I used to think cabbage was just filler food. You know, something you throw in soup to bulk it up. Or what comes on the side of your fish tacos. Then, I started reading research papers for a video I was planning. And I went down this rabbit hole about cruciferous vegetables. The data on cabbage specifically just kept getting more and more interesting. So here we are. Let's start with what happens in the first 20 minutes after you eat cabbage. You chew it up, swallow it, and it hits your stomach. Now, cabbage is about 92% water, so right away, your body is getting hydration. But mixed in with that water is an incredible amount of fiber, about 2.5 grams per cup of raw cabbage. That might not sound like much, but it's the type of fiber that matters here. Cabbage contains both soluble and insoluble fiber. The insoluble fiber starts working almost immediately, adding bulk to your digestive system and helping everything move along smoothly. This is why cabbage has been used traditionally to help with constipation. A study published in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found that increasing dietary fiber intake, particularly from vegetables like cabbage, significantly improved bowel movement, frequency and consistency in people dealing with chronic constipation. But while that's happening in your gut, something else is going on at the cellular level. Cabbage is loaded with vitamin K, and I mean loaded. 1 cup of raw cabbage gives you about 85% of your daily vitamin K requirement. Within a few hours of eating it, that vitamin K is being absorbed in your small intestine and transported to your liver. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting, and research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has shown it plays a critical role in bone health too. People with higher vitamin K intake have significantly better bone density and lower fracture risk as they age. Now let's talk about what's happening with your immune system, because this is where cabbage really starts to show off. Cabbage is packed with vitamin C, about 54% of your daily needs in just 1 cup. Once that vitamin C enters your bloodstream, it gets distributed to various tissues and starts supporting your immune cells. White blood cells literally need vitamin C to function properly. A meta-analysis in the journal Nutrients found that adequate vitamin C intake reduced the duration of common colds by about 8% in adults and 14% in children. It's not a cure, but it's real measurable support for your immune system. Here's where things get really interesting though. Cabbage contains these compounds called glucosinolates, and when you chew cabbage, these compounds break down into substances, like sulforaphane and indole 3-carbinol. These aren't just fancy chemical names, they're biologically active compounds that research suggests have serious anti-cancer properties. A study published in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention followed over 1,400 men and found that those who ate cruciferous vegetables, like cabbage more than once a week, had a 37% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who ate them less than once a week. Now I want to be clear, eating cabbage doesn't guarantee you won't get cancer, but the epidemiological data consistently shows a protective association, and that's significant. What these compounds do is pretty fascinating. Sulforaphane appears to help your body detoxify potential carcinogens and may even trigger apoptosis, that's programmed cell death, in cancer cells while leaving healthy cells alone. Research from the journal Molecular Cancer Therapeutics demonstrated that sulforaphane could inhibit the growth of breast cancer cells in laboratory studies. Again, lab studies aren't the same as what happens in your body, but it's compelling preliminary evidence. About 2 to 3 hours after eating cabbage, your gut bacteria start having a field day. Cabbage contains prebiotics. These are types of fiber that you can't digest, but your beneficial gut bacteria absolutely love. When your gut bacteria ferment this fiber, they produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. A study in the journal Cell Host and Microbe found that butyrate is crucial for maintaining the integrity of your intestinal lining and reducing inflammation in the gut. This is actually a big deal, because your gut health influences way more than just digestion. We're talking about mood, immune function, even brain health through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. People who eat more fiber-rich vegetables like cabbage tend to have more diverse gut microbiomes, and microbiome diversity is associated with better overall health outcomes. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say the gas in the room? Yeah, cabbage can make you gassy, and there's real science behind why. Those same glucosinolates and fibers that are so beneficial also produce gas, as they're broken down by bacteria in your large intestine. The raffinose in cabbage is particularly notorious for this. But here's the thing, if you eat cabbage regularly, your gut bacteria actually adapt, and the gas production typically decreases over time. If you're enjoying this so far and learning something new, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this video to more people who might benefit from it. Let's talk about what cabbage does for inflammation in your body. Cabbage contains powerful antioxidants, including polyphenols and anthocyanins, especially in red cabbage. These compounds help neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage your cells and contribute to chronic inflammation. A study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that red cabbage extract significantly reduced markers of oxidative stress in human cells. Chronic inflammation is linked to pretty much every major disease. You can think of heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, arthritis. While one vegetable isn't going to solve inflammation on its own, regularly consuming anti-inflammatory foods like cabbage as part of your overall diet can make a measurable difference. Research published in the British Journal of Nutrition showed that people who consumed more cruciferous vegetables had lower levels of C-reactive protein, which is a key marker of inflammation in the body. There's also something interesting happening with your blood sugar when you eat cabbage. Despite containing some carbohydrates, cabbage has a very low glycemic index, around 10. That means it doesn't cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. The fiber content slows down digestion and helps regulate glucose release. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that fermented cabbage, like sauerkraut, actually improved insulin sensitivity in people with prediabetes. Here's something that surprised me when I was researching cabbage. Juice has been studied for its ability to heal stomach ulcers. Yeah, actual cabbage juice. A clinical trial published decades ago in the Western Journal of Medicine found that patients with peptic ulcers who drank fresh cabbage juice healed significantly faster than those who didn't. Scientists believe this is due to the high levels of glutamine in cabbage, which helps repair the lining of the digestive tract. Now, this doesn't mean you should skip medical treatment if you have an ulcer, but it's fascinating that this traditional remedy has actual scientific support. Within about 6 to 8 hours after eating cabbage, you might also notice you're feeling fuller for longer. This is that fiber at work again, expanding in your stomach and slowing gastric emptying. Studies on satiety consistently show that high-fiber vegetables help with appetite control and can support weight management when part of a balanced diet. So what's the bottom line here? When you eat cabbage, you're not just eating a cheap vegetable, you're giving your body vitamin K for your bones, and blood, vitamin C for your immune system, fiber for your gut, health, and powerful plant compounds that may help protect against cancer and chronic disease. Your gut bacteria get fed, inflammation gets reduced, and your blood sugar stays stable. The cool thing is that cabbage is so versatile. Raw in coleslaw, fermented as sauerkraut or kimchi, which adds probiotics on top of everything else. Roasted, sautéed, thrown in soup. However you eat it, you're getting benefits. Look, I'm not saying cabbage is a miracle food, or that you should eat nothing but cabbage. But for something that costs like $1 and lasts forever in your fridge, the research-backed health benefits are pretty undeniable. Next time you walk past it in the store, maybe grab a head and give it a try. Alright, that's it for today. If you found this useful, or if you're actually going to buy some cabbage, now hit that subscribe button. I've got tons more videos breaking down what different foods actually do in your body. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.